yourself? Yes, recording is in progress. Let's hear from you. You guys kick it off. Tell us something. Tell us a win you had this week. Tell us something you're excited about this week. Anything at all. What do you got? Let's hear from you. Come on now. Not everybody at once.
Hey Dusty, it's your friend Mario. How you doing today?
Mario, good to see you, brother. I'm doing great. What do you got this week, brother?
Great. Well, this week, couple of good wins. I actually had the opportunity to just kind of take a light week last week, but my phone was ringing off the hook. I had one agent that I attracted in, and then a second agent that called me out of the blue that I hadn't spoke with in probably 3 years, wanted
Uh,
to know more, and we're probably going to be doing some business next week.
Man, that's fantastic, brother. That's fantastic. Hey, one thing I want for every one of you out there on this call is that you would be attractive. You know what I mean? Like do what you do so well, be who you are so well that people go, "Hey, I want to be a part of their world. I want to do business with them. I want to do life with them." All the above. So great job, Mario. Somebody else today. What's a win you've had this week?
This is my first defined meeting ever.
Awesome. Leanne,
So
welcome.
thank you.
Hopefully it won't be your last.
Hopefully.
Hopefully you'll come back. Hopefully you'll come back. We're so grateful to have you. Thank you for being here. Somebody else this morning. What do you got? What's a win?
This is Keith. I celebrated the 23rd Valentine's Day with my wife.
Come on
So
now.
23.
Come
So we're
on, brother.
getting,
I love it.
yeah. So that was quite an awesome
Congratulations.
event. So
Congratulations. Congratulations. That's awesome.
I'm lucky that she puts up with me.
Dylan, what do you got, buddy?
I had a couple of them. One of them being got three buyers I'm showing today, so that's great on the business side of things. But the biggest one, so this weekend, not only was it Valentine's Day, but it was a year anniversary of my grandmother passing away, who is, a huge part of our family and just a big impact on my life. And it was really hard for us, but the beautiful thing is not only did we get to celebrate her this weekend, but at the same time, not only were we celebrating the loss of someone, but we also got to celebrate the life of a new addition to our family. My brother had his daughter
Oh, awesome.
this weekend, and so it truly was a blessing to be able to celebrate one life and another, and spend time with family, and then start off the week with some good business today.
Awesome, brother. Man, I love that. I love that. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. How many of you got some folks that you wouldn't be who you are today if it wasn't for them, right? Yeah. Come on. Dave, what do you got, brother?
Dusty, thanks for being here this morning, man. Love you.
Love you.
I realized something cool this week. I signed a rental listing with some clients close by. And two things. Number one, I realized what I didn't do was keep in contact with the tenants that have been in there for 3 years, who are now leaving. So it's like, okay, Dave, you know to do this. Tenants are future clients that are going to buy. You put them in there. It was dual agency. But moving forward, what I did is signing with this seller or with this landlord. I put a clause in the listing agreement that said if they re-sign a contract beyond the initial, that I will get a half month's rent.
Nice.
And I never did that before. I mean, what's happening
Yeah.
is a lot of the people I'm putting in rentals, they're signing a 1 or 2 year contract, but then they're signing another one, and
Right.
I'm not getting paid on it. So I figured, like, if I'm finding a good tenant for you, I
Yeah.
should be getting paid down the road for it. So I recognized one thing I didn't do, but then I reframed it and recognized what to do moving forward.
Come on, man. Hey, everybody write that down. That is a brilliant way to think about that because you're exactly right, Dave. You are when we're finding those great tenants for people, that is brilliant. So you guys write that down. Way to see it, way to make the adjustment, way to reframe it, right? Come on now. I like it. Especially when we go get those leases, Dave, that are like 20,000 a month, right? You're doing those, right? Felicia, what do you got this morning?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I was doing my gratitude this morning, just reaching out to a few people before I kind of got my day started, and just man, I mean, I do it all the time, but today for some reason it just hit me a little bit different, and I was just man, it made me want to jump through a brick wall, right? Just getting to start my Monday, start my day off, just having those conversations, and so super grateful for you for helping instill that routine in me because it really does make a difference for sure.
It does, partner. It actually, Felicia and I've been doing this so long on the same calls together that I think she knows what leads in perfect to what I'm talking about. So thank you, partner, because everything you just said leads in perfect to what I'm talking about today.
Yeah.
How many of you have some challenges sometime around discouragement? Anybody? Am I the only one who gets discouraged? Right? You may already be there this year, right? We're already mid-February. Maybe you've had some discouraging things happen in your life. Maybe you've had some challenging things happen in your life. Maybe you're already a little bit discouraged on the business front, like, hey, my phone is not ringing the way that I would want it to. I'm not getting the business that I desire. Maybe you're having some financial discouragement. I mean, I'm pretty confident if we were to go around to everybody right now and just say, hey, where are your points of discouragement today? I think we would be on this call for the next 24 to 48 hours, right? It's just a natural part of life. And yet, what Felicia just said right there is a huge way for us to pull ourselves right out of discouragement. So I will tell you, and it wasn't part of the call today, but if you're not doing it, I want to challenge you this week to every day call 5 people just to tell them that you love them and you care for them. Don't have an agenda. Okay. Do not have hey, when I do this, I want you to do this for me. Don't ask for anything. Just say, man, I thought about you this morning and I wanted you to know that I love you. I want to tell you why I love you, why I'm so thankful. Like, be specific around it. And let me tell you what's going to happen. The first thing that's going to happen is your energy is going to go up. Okay. Second thing that's going to happen is that discouragement that you're feeling is going to turn into encouragement. It's going to encourage that person on the other end of the phone. It's also going to encourage your own heart. You tracking with me on this? Okay. Um, I'll tell you this as well. I want you to remember that one conversation may not change somebody's life, but one conversation can. All right. And I've had moments in my life where people have just come in and just loved me, and it's changed the entire course, not just of that day, but literally changed my course. So I want you to think about where you can do that today and just run that play every day. I know you're going to make all your other calls and your follow up and all the things, but I guarantee if you'll put in these 5 a day, all right, best way to do it is have some way to track it. Okay, like one of my mentors for a long time was Diana Kokoska. She would have on her desk a box of pens. She would have 10 pens in a box, and on the other side of her desk, she would have another box that was empty. And when she would make a gratitude call, she would move one pen to the other box. And she didn't leave her office until all 10 got moved over. It was a non-negotiable for her. Okay. So I would encourage you to do it because it'll encourage you. It'll encourage the other person on the other end of the phone. If you start to feel a lull in your day, make another one. Okay. All right. But hey, here's what we're talking about today. We're talking about that the reality of the game that we play is that most days are boring. Yes or no? You know what I'm saying? Like just making the calls every day, it gets boring. It gets monotonous. Okay. Um, uh, it- Another great saying is this: we got to get comfortable with the boredom of mastery. But the truth is that that's not easy all the time, especially when we're feeling discouraged or we're feeling down or we've got some challenges in our life and things going on. And so, what I want to lean in with you today is how do we do this and how do we do it well? Okay. So here's the first thing I want you to write down. Discouragement is normal. Okay, so if you're feeling that today, and if you're not feeling it today, I can guarantee over the course of the next 10 months of this year, you will. Okay, discouragement is normal, but stopping is optional. All right, all right. So if you are in a spot today where you feel like you're ready to quit, you're ready to throw in the towel, I don't know what's next, please hear me. Um, don't quit, run the next play. Okay, that's it. Don't quit, run the next play. All right. when I first started in this business 15 years ago, I started in November, and then by February, I had no closings. I also had no money. Okay. And I was done. I was like, man, I got to go. Like, I got to do something different. I went to my team leader. I was on a team, and I just said, hey, man, I can't anymore. And he said this. He said, Dusty, you are so close. Like, I can see it. I can feel it. You've been doing the work. Whatever you do, man, please don't quit. Give it 30 more days. 30 more days. And I said, I don't have 30 more days in me. And here's what he said. He said, do you have today in you? I said, yeah, I got today. He said, then give it today. And the next morning he called me. He said, you got today in you? I said, yeah, I got today in me. And so the next day I did it again. Okay. And in March of that year, I had my first closing. It was for 1.2 million. I made more money at one time than I'd ever made in my life. And I wouldn't be on this screen today if that guy didn't come to me and say, do you have it in you today? All right. You tracking with me? So here's the question I want you to write down today. What does it look like for me to be faithful today? That's it. What does it look like for me to be faithful today? Right here, right now in this space. I'm discouraged, coach. Be faithful today. Coach, I'm not going to pay my bills. Be faithful today. Okay? Hey, coach, I don't think you understand this, man. I'm a train wreck right now. I get it. Be faithful today. Okay? You with me? All right. So how do we do that? What does that look like? All right. Here's how we do it. First and foremost, we got to know that results lag. Does everybody know that? Okay. Like, we're not in a business, guys, where we just do something and we get a result. Now, it happens sometimes, but most of the time, what I'm doing today and my faithfulness today, I'm not seeing the fruit of for maybe 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, maybe a year, maybe two. You with me? And so every day we've got to know that results lag. But let me tell you what else happens. Effort compounds. All right? Results may lag, but effort compounds. And as I continue to get up day after day after day, and I run the play and I run the play and I run the play, it compounds. Okay, look what Craig Wilmer just put down. Seed time and harvest time. Okay? Seed time, I'm putting in the effort. The results are lagging, but that harvest time is coming. Are you with me? That same month of March that I closed my first deal, I also took 6 listings in 1 month. 6 listings. I was a brand new agent. I didn't even know how to fill out listing paperwork. Okay. But 6 people said, I want to sell. And I was like, cool. And I called my team leader. I was like, now what do I do? Okay. Right. And then, but all that effort that I had put in was compounding. My results were lagging, and it started to create momentum. I'm going to show you a video today, and then I'm going to dive into this. Okay. If you don't know who this guy is, you should, because this guy is a world changer, man. He is the coach at the University of Colorado. His name is Deion Sanders. Y'all listen to what Deion has to say. Here you go. Give me a thumbs up that you can hear this video as soon as you see it. Okay.
See, my top plays happened at practice when no one was looking. My top plays happened in Fort Myers, Florida, when none of you knew anything about me. My top plays happened when there was no camera there. See, those are the plays you just caught on camera. Those weren't my top plays because I practiced like I played, so when I played, it would be practice. Yeah, you were supposed to clap right there because that was straight.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Come on, get up to practice, please.
So there's somebody out there right now, the light ain't on you, but keep making plays. Nobody's talking about you, but keep making plays.
That's right.
I know your sales numbers aren't where your friend is, but keep making plays. I know nobody's talking about you, and you're not on the leaderboard right now, but baby, keep making plays.
Come on now. That should light you up a little bit, okay? That should excite you a little bit. All right? He's talking about exactly what I'm talking about. That every day we get up and we just keep making the plays. What does it look like for me to be faithful today? Hey, but my name's not on the leaderboard. I know. Just keep making plays. Nobody knows who I am yet. Keep making plays. I haven't sold anything this year yet, coach. Keep making plays. Okay? It's the day in, day out, over and over and over, time on task, over time, done consistently. Did you also hear him say, I played like I practiced. Did you hear that? Okay. So he said, I practiced like I played so that when I played, it would be practice. That means that he's showing up and he's playing at the highest level every single day so that when game time comes, it's already ingrained in him. He already knows how he's going to run the play. You guys with me on this? I think a lot of agents show up like game time shows up and we're not ready. All right. This is why Craig said this is seed time and then the harvest time comes, right? I'm preparing. I'm getting ready. And I've coached you on this before. You will perform at your level of preparation, period. Okay. So at what level are you preparing for what it is that's coming? So I'm going to give you another model today, and it's literally just the word play. P.L.A.Y. It's literally just the word play. And this is what I want for each and every single one of us as we go through this week. All right. I want you to keep this in your head. All right. So here's the P. You ready? It's process over outcome. It's process over outcome. Some of the best advice I was ever given was, Dusty, don't be tied to the outcome. Be tied to today, to the plays you're running today, to the process you're in today. Okay, with me? And can I tell you too, there will be plenty of days you don't even feel like doing it. There will be days that you think this isn't working. All right. And I've told you this a million times, and I'll tell you again, just because it's not working doesn't mean it's not working. It's working. Okay. Sometimes we're succeeding so slowly we think we're failing. You're not failing. All right. We're learning how to succeed day in, day out. So the first one is process over outcome. Okay. Typically, when we get discouraged, it's because we're staring at a scoreboard. Instead of staring at the scoreboard, I want you to stare at your activities. What am I doing that I know works that is going to lead to something? Okay. What am I doing that is going to lead to something? All right. Here's what high achievers do. High achievers, they feel discouragement just like everybody else. Did you know that? Okay. It's not like they're like superhuman. Okay. They feel discouragement the exact same way that each and every single one of us do. The difference is they don't interpret it as a stop sign. They interpret it as, um, hey, this is actually something that's going to drive me forward. I know that what I'm doing is making a difference. Okay. So, high achievers in moments of discouragement shift back to the process. That's what they do. They go back to the process that they know it's everything Deion Sanders was talking about, right? I'm going to go back and run the play, and I'm going to run it as well as I possibly can so that I get it. Okay. So ask yourselves the questions. Have I made the phone calls today? All right. Whether we like it or not, this is the game. Have I made the phone calls today? Have I done my follow up today? Did I show up prepared? Did I serve people well? All right. A great question to ask yourself every morning when you get up is, man, how can I serve people well today? What does that look like for me to serve people well? Okay. And here's what I'll tell you too. If the process is right, if we're running the right plays, I guarantee you eventually the results will align. I guarantee you, without question. Okay. We just keep making the plays. All right. The scoreboard is your lagging indicator. The process is the leading one. You and I flip that. We think the scoreboard is the lead indicator. It is not. It's the lagging indicator. The process, the system, the executing of the plan, that's the lead indicator. Okay? That's the sowing the seed that's going to give me the harvest on the other side. And this is in guys, this is in your business. This is in your relationships. This is in your spiritual life. Like this is, what am I sowing today that's my lead indicator that's going to give me the results later that are going to put me in alignment. Okay. So the P is process over outcome. Okay. It's all about progress. It's not about perfection. All right. Here's the L. All right. I thought long and hard on this one. Limit the story. Okay. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Okay. Discouragement gets dangerous when you turn it into a story. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Discouraged is like, this is normal. Okay? Like, I'm going to feel at times like I'm failing. But if you sit in that and you create this story that I'm not good enough, or I'm not capable, or the market is too difficult, right? I want you to ask yourself how many times in the last week you've created a story. You with me? So I want you to limit the story. Take away the negativity. I want you to be real conscious of what comes after I am. And I've coached you on this before, right? But you get to choose when it comes after I am. And whatever you put after it is going to come find you. So if whatever comes after I am is words like I am failing, or I am not enough, or man, I'm just messing up everywhere, okay? It's just going to come get you. Like, you're just going to keep getting more of that because you are creating the story. You with me on this? Everybody hear me. Life is not happening to you. It's happening for you based on how you build the story. Okay? Some of the worst moments of my life, I have turned into the best moments of my life. Okay? You and I have to make that change. Okay? Events are real. Everybody hear me. I know there are events happening to each and every single one of us. Events are real. I want you to know that failure is an event. Okay? All of us on the screen are going to fail. But that does not make you a failure. Okay? If you think you're a failure, that is a story that you have told yourself. And it's a story that's not true. Failure is an event, not a person. Okay? You with me? So events are real, but stories are optional. All right? Events are going to happen, but you get to write the story of how you respond to it. All right? Ask yourself these questions. Hey, what actually happened here? What story am I going to choose to create out of it? Okay? What story am I going to choose to create out of it? It's not the facts that discourage us, it's the story. Okay? It's not the facts that discourage us, it's the story. Regardless of the market, did you know that the market does not dictate your success? Does everyone understand that? Okay? Like, I've been doing this 15 years. I've seen multiple markets and I've seen agents thrive in every one of them. So it's not the market. It's the story you're creating about the market. Okay? So stop saying things like, man, I can't get any of my listings under contract. Yeah. You're right. You keep talking like that. Okay? Man, nobody wants to sell a house. I don't know. If I look on MLS today, there's a lot of people selling houses. Okay? You guys tracking with me? Julia, I love that. She said, last year was my best year ever, despite the market. Okay? You're welcome, Anthony. You're welcome, bro. I love you. I love you. I'll be here. I'll be here the rest of your life. Okay? All right, here's the A. You ready? Here's the A. Act anyway. Act anyway. I don't feel like it. Great. Act anyway. I don't want to. Great. Act anyway. This market's terrible. Great. Act anyway. Okay? Like, fill in the blank. Okay? The answer is nothing changes until something moves. I can't change the market, but I can change what I do in the middle of it. You with me? Okay? So this all comes down to you and I acting anyway. Okay? High achievers don't wait until they feel better. They move. Right now, today. That's what they do. Okay? You can write this down. High achievers do what they don't want to do when they don't want to do it. They run the play. Okay? They run the play. The other thing I want to tell you on the act anyway is this. The smallest action can break your spiral. Okay? So if you feel like you are spiraling, all right, everybody hear me. Stop and take one small step forward. Identify one thing that you can do right now that's going to help you move forward. The smallest task will pull you right out of a spiral. Okay? Anybody on the call ever spiraled? Am I right or wrong that if you take one step forward, you can get out of that spiral? Okay? Like, it doesn't even have to be huge. Like, Just take one step forward. One call, one text, one follow-up, one gratitude, okay? One get out of bed, one take a shower, okay? Hey, I've had some moments in my life, man, where that's all I had, Mario. You know what I mean? Like, hey, all I got is I can take one step forward. That's all I got in me right now. Take that one, okay? Take that one. Here's what I can tell you. Everybody write it down. Action restores confidence faster than thinking ever will. Now, I'm the mindset, like, I'm all about mindset, all right? You guys know this. But your mindset without action is just mindset. You tracking with me on this? Like, I know a lot of positive people that are positively broke, okay? Because they're not taking any action. I can't just think my way out of it. I got to put my feet on the ground and I got to step my way out of it. I got to walk my way out of it. Okay, you guys with me on this? Action restores confidence faster than thinking ever will. Okay? I'll also tell you motion equals emotion. If you don't believe me, think about the last time you went to the gym. When you go, you don't want to go. But when you finally go and you actually take your first step on the treadmill, you know what happens? Your emotion changes. You go, man, this feels good. I'm so glad that I did this. I should do this every day. Yeah, you should. You guys with me on this? Okay. Motion equals emotion. And here's the why. Say yes to the next play. Yes to the next play. That's it. Okay, you with me? Make the next call. Say yes to the next opportunity. Say yes to the next appointment. Yes to the next conversation. Okay. Roger Federer is one of the greatest tennis players of all time. I don't know if you follow tennis, but if you don't, maybe you should. Roger Federer is one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Okay, maybe the greatest tennis player of all time. Does anybody know on average how many points Roger Federer won in his career overall? He only won 54% of every points that he played. 54%. That means he lost 46% of the points. He's the greatest of all time. And he lost 46% of every point that he ever played. All right. And if you listen to him, he actually has a speech. I don't have time for it, but if you Google today, Roger Federer Dartmouth speech. He spoke to the students at Dartmouth, and here's what he said. When the point is over, the point is over. I got to play the next ball. He said sometimes it's one of the greatest shots of his life and it ends up on ESPN, right? Like, da-da-da, da-da-da. And sometimes it's the most embarrassing moment of his life and he loses. But both of them, I just gotta play the next point. Okay, you guys with me? If we want to win, we have to say yes to the next play. You just line back up. Okay. You don't win by analyzing the last play. You win by running the next one. Okay. Now, I'm not saying don't analyze. Take time to figure out, hey, where did I miss here? But don't sit in that. Make a plan for the next play. Okay. You and I have a gift today. And here's the gift. You get to run the next play. You get to call the next play and you get to run the next play. So my question is, what play are you going to call? All right. And then go run it. That's it. All right. Does this help you today? I'm amped up over here. I'm about to come out of my shoes. So anybody got anything you want to share before we hop off? I love it, Keith. Omaha. That's right. Do it anyway. Right?
Can I
Julia,
share one thing?
yeah, go for it, Julia.
I switched to a new church and I think I made my decision yesterday. And all the outreach ideas and everything that I always wanted to implement in my other church, and I was so sad for 3.5 years. I am in this new church and I literally woke up and I'm like, I think the new pastors in this new church, they will love all of that. And in my head, it's all ready. So let's run the play. And I'm like, well, I'm not officially even a member yet, but I'm like so ready. And it's the same in business. Like once the point is lost, like this church and why and what, and did they not understand me? Who cares? There is someone that would care and a community that does have needs and we can outreach and go for it. And probably business will also come out of it, but that's not even the focus. But like the spirit of forget about the last play.
That's
Don't
right.
dwell on it anymore. It's over. Like go
Right.
to the next chapter.
That's right. That's right. Run the play. Run the play. Thank you, Julia. Hey, guys, I love you. Bless you. We'll see you again next week. All right. Whatever you do today, go run the next play, okay? Let's go. Take care. See you guys. Bye bye.